being an artist can be difficult. Recently, I've had a number of rejections for things that I've entered. The first time I got rejected, I was like, okay, next time, better work. And that was genuinely my first thought. Second time I got rejected to a society that I really wanted to get into, and I took it a little harder, was give myself a moment to just feel that like disappointment, and then you refuel. I always think that you have two choices when you're rejected. You can either go down the path of, well, that's not fair, rail against it, stop your art, find other things, take up the guitar, start singing, practice flower arranging, do other things that are not going to suit you. Or you could just say, okay, I wasn't good enough right then, what can I do now in order to get better? And that's what I've decided to do. I rallied and I've decided that I'm going to do a few things that are going to improve my practice. I'm going to be a lot more deliberate. I'm going to use my brain. I'm going to think a little bit more. Planning has always been a problem for me, and I'm going to make sure that planning in future is my priority regardless of anything else. Secondly, Master Copy Monday. Going to show you what I've started a little bit later on, so stay tuned and stay to the end of the video for that. Also recently had a critique with Jeffrey Harrison of my work, and he was very honest, very honest. He helped me a lot. We sat down, we talked about my work, talked about ways that I can improve it. Master copies are absolutely fantastic. Wow! I know that it's going to be challenging. I know that I need to plan. If I don't plan properly, it's going to fail. I've decided to revisit Albrecht Dürer and the hands. I just think they're marvellous. I'm using charcoal. He used white and grey ink and washing. I've decided to use a very similar colour paper to the one that Dürer might have used. I don't think it's the same, probably not the same. So I am having to think, I'm having to really be deliberate and take my time. So it's exciting. How has he created those folds on the sleeves? How has he rendered the knuckles? How has he made those hands look like hands? Where has he left the paper come through? There's so many things that I have to think about. I'm going to plan better. I'm going to convene with the masters, and I'm going to see how they've built things up, and I'm going to try and steal some of the things that they've used. Hope you enjoyed that. Now watch this video on how to improve your drawing.